MegaFood is a leading supplier of vitamins and supplements in the natural food space. Joining me to discuss this high-growth company is its CEO, Robert Craven. Thanks so much for joining me, Robert.
Glad to be here.
So the vitamin and supplement space, it's a high-growth space, but it's also competitive. How are you differentiating yourself?
Well, MegaFood is already differentiated in that we're a whole food supplement company. We're in a subsegment of the $40 billion supplement industry. It's about $1.3 billion. We're very unique in that we will buy over 500,000 pounds of organic produce this year. Turmeric, carrots, beets. We bring all those whole foods into our facility in New Hampshire. We make our own ingredients, proprietary process. We put those in a pill and we put them in a bottle and ship them right to the natural retailer. We've been very blessed with, we've doubled our growth in the past 4 years, and we anticipate double-digit growth going forward.
And that kind of growth in turn made you an attractive acquisition candidate. Last year you were acquired. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. We were very fortunate to be acquired by Pharmavite. They've got the #1 selling brand in the US, Nature-Made vitamins, which you're probably very familiar with. They are a very high-quality brand in the mass market, grocery, drug, club. We are more in the natural retail space, which is health food stores, Whole Foods Market. The health food space that we're in is growing about double that of their market, and we're growing about double that. So they saw a great growth opportunity with us, and we're fortunate to be a wholly owned sub and focused on the space that we're in exclusively.
So Pharmavite is digesting you a bit, but you'll probably eventually have plans to make acquisitions of your own. Talk about that strategy a little bit, or what might potentially make an attractive target.
Sure. If we were to do acquisitions in our space, it would have a lot to do with being close to the farm, making your own ingredient, telling a story, a deep brand story, which would mimic what we're trying to do with our brand.
And deal activity overall has been very active in this space. Do you think that's going to hold up as well as valuations?
Valuations have been high, and from what I've read, last year was a very good year for deal flow. I think that the industry that we're in lends itself to innovation. I think there's also a big trend around supplements and food. We just did an example of that as we partnered with our organic orange supplier, Uncle Matt's, and we're supplying our turmeric to him for his orange juice. So we're putting his oranges in our product, and he's putting our turmeric in his product. So there's lots and lots of opportunity for partnership and growth, and I don't see an end in sight in terms of the amount of deals that will be coming out of this particular industry.
Now, with the natural and organic space, it has been high growth, especially vitamin and supplement. But there are also regulatory transparency issues. What are some of those issues, and how are you addressing transparency, if you could discuss that a bit?
Sure. You know, the dietary supplement industry, as we've grown up, has become a nice target. There are some bad players in our space, which we're not very proud of. It's a very small percentage of our marketplace, but it tends to paint us with a broad brush. So I'm a firm believer that we need, as individual companies and as an industry, to build more trust. So part of that effort for us is an effort we call Big T transparency, big trust. So things like live cameras online, you can go to megafood.com/livecams and see our facility right now, HD, 24/7, building these products. We're going to be sharing audits, so we get audited quite a lot by FDA and NSF. We're going to share the results of those audits, and we're also going to an open source new product development policy, where we're going to tell people what's coming from a new product standpoint, how to make these products, what it goes into managing the supply chain, the quality checks that we do, as a way to try to build trust around supplements and for MegaFood specifically.
Well, thank you so much, Robert,
Sure.
for joining me. This has been fascinating. And thank you very much for watching. I'm Richard Collins, Senior Writer for The Deal.